Evening all, how are we doing? Hope you're all well. Apologies for the slow start. Apparently, YouTube is protesting at everything. At least I think it's YouTube. So that or my computer's gone on strike, because I'm asking it to do too much at the minute. But we are finally functioning. Oh, God, nice. It's been telling me it wasn't receiving any video. Again. Which is utter crap, of course, but it does this once in a while. Fortunately, this time it took several attempts to get the thing to get up and get going. So. Maddening. What can we do? We're here, we're alive, we're functioning. We have life. So, evening Stella, evening Libra, evening Grey. How are we doing? Good evening Belinda, evening Steve, evening Rob, and evening Ash. Down the list. So, let's get this ball rolling soon as it's taken quite long enough. Carry on with a bit of Steel Dawn. Playthrough number 2. Yeah, not doing too bad, thanks, Rob. Very busy day. Day 1 of a very busy week. But, yeah. Just get to feel good and productive, so. That's something. I think my computer is not very happy about it. Been seriously dragging its heels today. I've been asking a lot of it and it doesn't like it very much. What can we do? Kick it, that's the answer. Kick it until it works. Fortunately, we have success. I think Fallout's working. Seems to be. Get the right character going. Roll. So, where did we get up to last time? We'd just finished the ghoul hunting for the Putnam family and decided to pick up the very enthusiastic Marty Putnam for the Brotherhood. I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to wind up in a bad way by the end of this, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Jumped into your shelter lobby. Nice. Yeah, it was an interesting exercise doing that. Once I got the floor in and stopped trying to actually build stuff and just started decorating, it was kind of fun, but everything up to that was a challenge. Right then. So, what's occurring? Dozen corn soup. Going as usual. We've got the bleeding bug kicking off. Not the right one. Alright. Should be functional now. Food and drink. Need a little bit more each. Okay. So, off to a roaring start. Nice. Share a bottle of whiskey with it, by the time you get to the end of it you won't care if it's working or not. It doesn't deserve whiskey, Steve, it has to work first. Then it gets whiskey. Or else it gets the hose again. So, we need to go and have a gas with Paladin Romani. Evening, Ross. Late camp done on normal budget. I'm not quite sure which one you mean, but I know the answer is yes. They're all done with a basic budget. Don't glitch it, don't use any mods, anything like that. It's just standard base game. You put a merry-go-round in there, Belinda? How on earth did you manage to squeeze that in there? How did you manage to make that? In fact, I think I've seen some stuff about that video somewhere. Twitter or YouTube or both, or some variation thereof. Still can't imagine how you managed to fit it inside the... Oh, in the lobby, rather. The utility room, didn't you? There's a bit more room in there. Right, Paladin Romani.
Solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it brought.
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
Another complaint. Shin's certainly winning us friends here.
Yes. My count of his being a dick.
Ad Victoriam, initiate.
Well, apparently he's not the only one. Just turning it back on me now. Alrighty.
Hello, initiate.
Crying out loud!
Congratulations on officially joining.
How we doing, mate? You right?
I apologize that we aren't able to do an official ceremony right now, but as previously
Yeah,
stated,
good timing there, Matt.
something more important has come up. I've been informed that there is an independent settlement that needs our help. A group of Blood Eagle raiders are extorting the villagers and taking their supplies. The village's leader, Jenny Brown, has more information. You can find her at their settlement, a camp made up of tree houses that they call the Retreat.
Nice. You got it, boss. What are we going to return? This is my first mission. Is that something else to do? You got it, boss. Let's go with the enthusiastic weird response.
I appreciate your eagerness to help others, but please, call me Paladin Romani.
Yeah, that was worth it. Oh, it's a stone. I thought it was a hat. So, got to jaunt to place I haven't actually put on the map yet. That's interesting.
America to rebuild America.
Thing we're looking at. Eat. Stick it up on the old socials. Maybe I'll get to see some of it. Just a slight detour, but creepy Halloween music I think is new. Half expecting to meet the Phantom of the Opera here. Who's attacking me? He's attacking me through the walls, probably. This is very creepy. Ah! Back off, you! Oh, he's still coming at me. Whew. I'm regretting certain life choices about now. Naff off it. It's very creepy. I really hope this doesn't turn out to be copyrighted music. I'll be quite peeved. Seen any source for this creepy music? Just makes it all the creepier, really, doesn't it? You wince a little when you hear suspect he's a Hellgrey. Yeah, don't blame you. Oh dear, made a friend. Oh, got exciting coming over here. Think the level outs change the ceilings. I don't see why not, but could be a technical reason I'm not sure of. Certainly like to. Yeah, Twitter's the easiest way if you want to send me something. But, yeah, that's probably your best bet. No, YouTube wouldn't let you post links. It's temperamental like that. How we doing, PC? You alright? Don't really have to keep it that way, otherwise I'm inviting trouble there. You don't like that building, you don't come there very often. The only one I've got on the map that's near to the treehouse verge, which is where I'm at, but music is epic and creepy. Oh yeah, I can't eat the... Well, I can. I need to reload. The place looks awesome in the evening with the blue light everywhere. Oh, and they've got power on it.
Last night, I dreamed I fell out of bed and straight to the forest floor. Oh, good thing our houses have walls.
Most houses do, friend. P51.
I never thought I could feel so at home in the apocalypse.
Oh, I hate this misty fog.
How's it going?
Speak to Jenny Brown.
Hi.
This place ain't quite Georgia, but the humidity's sure trying. Hello there, stranger. What can I do for you?
Yeah. You also get bots and stuff like that, Matt, if you're spamming links as well, if you're not careful.
Can't always find a perfect...
I'm an exterminator here about your breeder problem.
I thought this high
Here on behalf of
ground
Brotherhood.
used
Well,
for hunting.
aren't you just the
Local wildlife
cutest
watch out
Brotherhood
for
member I've ever seen? My name is Jenny Brown, and I'm the mama hen of this little family here at the retreat. Lately, my kin have been harassed by a woman named Dagger and her Blood Eagle Raiders. She's causing all my people to go hungry and threatening our lives. You should take some time to talk with some of my people. I'm sure they have some useful information about Dagger that they can share with you, you know.
Okay.
Right. Let me know if you need
Don't chat around with the locals.
Looks like it might rain later.
One's just over here.
I won't let anyone mess with this village.
Well, it's supposed to be. Oh no, he's over there.
Strange
Ah!
plants can grow out at night and wrap around you while you're sleeping.
I'm having difficulties here.
I should make something sweet to cheer everyone up. We've got flour, sugar. Wait, round toad eggs, 1 spoon.
Okay, I think I need to find a way downstairs and across. There we go.
Never thought I'd live in a treehouse. Never thought I'd find a real family either.
Well, I tried tweaking some settings to see if I could get the frame rate to improve, but
Miss Jenny brought us
no
all
luck,
together,
unfortunately.
and nothing will take us apart.
What are you doing up this late? Go get some shut-eye.
Don't cause any trouble around here. I will be able to find you. What's happening?
Does look a bit like Ming the Merciless. I don't think I want to aggravate him too much. Any useful information
Went
about
out
Dagger?
hunting shortly after one of her weekly collections. And tracked her lieutenants to see where her hideout is. I lost their trail and wasn't able
How
to
we
get
doing,
the
Joe? You
exact
alright?
location. But I do know that there's somewhere to the southwest. If you find her, kill her. Her and her damn blood eagles are taking our food, water, stim packs, everything. All in exchange for allowing us to keep our lives.
Thinking something's wrong with your whiskey, with a coffee, Dr. Pepper, and a whiskey.
You should leave.
Yeah, you need 3 hands, I think, Belinda.
Sorry. I'm wary of outsiders.
I'd ditch the Dr. Pepper and just keep the coffee and the whiskey, personally. Right.
Please,
Somewhere to the southwest.
help us give that dagger what she deserves.
It's nice having everyone nearby.
How you
Even
doing,
if they
John?
are
You
at
alright?
different elevations.
Over that way.
What's that thing Miss Jenny says? You can't always find a perfectly preserved pie,
thought I could feel so at
but
home
you
when we
can
found
always
this.
preserve a perfect memory.
Hey, what's that thing Miss
It
Jenny
says some
says?
strange things.
Oh, you can't always find a perfectly preserved
Forgive
pie.
any attitudes
Can
from us.
always preserve
We
a
got
perfect
people
memory.
going hungry here.
I'll soon sort that out. Tell me about
I
Dagger.
run the storehouse here and have to deal with her lieutenants that come to collect every week.
Seems to be a different set of people
They
than
have
last
some
time, which is
sort of
cool.
fancy rocket launchers that would blow this place to smithereens if given the
That's
opportunity.
interesting.
Yeah, her and those Blood Eagle Raiders are definitely too tough for us to handle on our own. Something's got to be done about her, and I hope you're the one to do it. You go get that dagger, and, bring me back my Instamash, please.
Somebody else had the same
Stop
line, more or
messing
less, but...
around.
Wonder what
what's up,
everyone's
then?
doing today.
Pretty sure it's a different set of people to last time anyway.
Down some roots, right? Oh, never thought of it this literally, though.
Last night I dreamed I fell out of bed and straight to the forest floor. Hey there. Sorry, we're a bit wary of strangers right now.
Can't help it unless you all you really need is the whiskey. Yeah, that's pretty much true. Does sound a bit like an indigestion special as well, yeah. What do you know about
I
Dagger?
know that she's got numbers, and she's smart. She's got people tracking our trade routes. They've been harassing our caravans. She's making the settlers not want to trade with us for fear of losing their own people. I don't blame them either. Dagger's people are making it harder and harder for us to have the supplies when she comes to collect. Honestly, I think she just wants an excuse to kill us off.
If she does, she's not very smart. I haven't seen this outfit before, actually. That's quite cool. Yeah, if she does kill them off, that's not very smart, because then she won't be able to exploit them anymore. Let's rock and roll.
I believe in you. Give that dagger what she deserves. Watch the edges up here.
Yeah, that's pretty much my plan, to be honest, Steve.
It's just about time to eat.
Head to Dagger's camp. Shoot everything that moves. When nothing moves, return.
I hope you enjoyed getting to know us. We're a peaceful people. We don't want to bother or be bothered. So, will you help us?
Yeah, that's probably a sensible decision, Belinda. Generally best to stay in if you can.
I'm glad you're able to see how special my people are. Family is the most important thing that you can have, especially in the wasteland. I will do anything that I can to protect mine.
Anything else I need to know about Dagger?
Other than she's insane and a menace, she has this loyal group of lieutenants that are willing to protect her with their lives. I'm telling you, if they didn't follow her everywhere she went, I'd have already tried to put her 6 feet under.
Not that peaceful a bunch, then.
Thank you. I knew you'd be as sweet on the inside as you are on the outside. Please be careful. Dagger and her lieutenants are
Doesn't notice I'm wearing a Blood Eagle jacket, then. Combat rifle, yeah, she's probably got the means spurt 6 feet under them. Right then, Dagger's den. Apparently I can head straight to. Okay then. I don't know. I think, what's his name at Foundation to give her a run for her money. Page. Evening, Mr. Bedtipper. Yeah, I get the feeling she takes a shine on a lot of people, to be honest, though. Here we go, then. Blobbering time. Or zapping time, one or the other. Knock, knock, knock. The Brotherhoods are calling. Seems like nobody's home. Ah!
Ready to play.
That's so. Oh, I really hope you do. Walking in that door might have been a mistake. Oh well, that's what the power armor's for. The logo on the pool table there. Quite cool. That's less cool. Strange, but kind of hoping I could get the camera a bit higher, but the roof was getting in the way. This is quite a cool little thing. Mixing and matching some parts there. How you doing, Lightning? Alright? Yeah, Shaq's so sweet, meanwhile offering to put a raider leader 6 feet under. Suspect she's got a few claws. Shoot the balls off the table. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. I think I'd run away if somebody came out with a big tin suit and shooting a very large gun at me. It's red eyes on this one, which is cool. Does look good. You have to check the how the character's actually got the red headlight on, see if that makes a difference. Come out wherever you are. Do this again. Oh, I went the wrong way this time. Oh, we got him anyway. Oh, both of the chickens dead this time, or did we not? Yeah, one of them's still dead. I think that one's always dead. Which is good to know, because it means I didn't murder it. Bit of power armor kicking around, nice. Might as well.
I miss my mama.
Alright, you'll be meeting her again soon. Mine's bigger than yours. Though apparently I'm having trouble moving in it.
Stop being a wimp.
Wednesday night into Thursday for Cyberpunk. Yeah, Steve. Midnight Wednesday night. Well, my master plan did not work. Still, it's only a pipe pistol after all that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Gonna be preloading it later tonight. Be good fun. Planned for Thursday and Friday actually, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to pre-schedule Friday's stream until Thursday because I can't. Well, I could, but I've been making life a lot harder for myself if I tried. Fortunately, I can't duplicate the stream until after it's.
I'm gonna do it when they're back.
Okay. Experimental Merv. The dog bowl. Right. There was something down there for a second, but apparently not. Yep, fireproof and a large tin suit. Makes him a not very effective boy. Missiles just bounce off my chest pretty much. Best build for wanting to enjoy, for getting the most out of it. Heavy gunner builds are fun, particularly if you go down the laser or plasma routes. It'll take a bit of planning to figure it out, right, but they're quite good. Most other automatics require a vast amount of ammo, which is worth bearing in mind. Other than that, most builds are viable. Some less than they used to be, but the only problem with heavy gun builds is they don't really work at low levels. They don't start dropping until level 20, I think it is. In which case, going down the two-handed weapon route, bad route to go until then, or possibly shotguns, because strength, intelligence, and a little bit of luck is the way to go for heavy guns. Am I going to stream Cyberpunk so you watch on your lunch break? I am going to stream it, yeah, on Thursday. Thursday night. So looking forward to it. As soon as I get the Fallout news video done and dusted, we'll be jumping on as swift as I can after that. I should have a video up Thursday daytime as well on it, so do watch out for that. Those rickety things get the whole power on me, you'll never know. That's a fair point, Kath. How you doing? It's been a while. Look at 5 AM Wednesday morning, yikes. Alright, it's 5 AM Wednesday morning or 5 AM Thursday morning? Because it's Wednesday night into Thursday morning. 5 PM till whenever on Thursday night. Well, 5 AM Wednesday morning won't affect you. Wednesday night... you'll be able to play it when you get in from work on Thursday. It goes live, you know, 12 midnight Thursday morning as opposed to Thursday night. Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So when you get back on Thursday, you'll be able to play it. Wednesday won't make a difference either way. Evening, Gobby, how are you doing? It depends. If you're going for an energy weapons base, well, particularly laser weapons based one, intelligence is useful, plus extra XP as well. And repairing things is always a bonus. True. Well, some really good heavy legendaries. Like anti-armor heavy legendaries are really, really cool. Absolutely brutal.
Imagine living in a kid's treehouse.
You live in a cave, mate. Odd and different to full out requirement. That's about true.
Exploit or be exploited.
Somebody needs to get me a drink.
How about some plasma?
Well, well, well. I see the Brotherhood has finally sent one of their pawns to retrieve my weapons. Because you've impressed me by taking out my crew, I'll allow you to say a few last words.
She's cocky.
Choose them carefully, kid.
Kid. She can't be a day older than 20. There's a fair chance my character is considerably older than she is. Weapons? What weapons? I'm here on behalf of the retreat. I'm not going to waste my time talking to you. How did you know I was Brotherhood? I'm tempted to go down that road, but I really want to go down the attack because we didn't do that last time.
Fine by me. I'd rather let my guns do the talking.
Crap, I'm out of ammo. But she's dead, so that's the main thing. Hold up, lads. Where's the other one got to? Oh, they both had miniguns. Just enough bullets to take her out with. I'm gonna need a few more. I'm running low. It's a funny looking laser pistol. Funny looking 50 cal as well, but not quite as funny. Where's key? Head on Brotherhood crate. 2 missiles and a key. She ain't gonna be bothering anybody anymore. Considering she played such a big role in the trailer, I expected her to survive. Who knows? Still theoretically possible they could come up with an interesting story element that would allow her to. Nice. Job's a good one. Raiders are all dead. Don't come in here in a week's time, it'll start to smell. Back to the retreat. Ironically. Shed the tin suit. Now I can move again. Drop a few pounds apparently. And repair some armour. Yeah, we've got a couple of things to sell. Go to Berkeley Springs Station, get rid of a few bits and pieces on the way back. Fallout Game of Thrones. Yeah, it definitely does have a Fallout Iron Throne vibe. But not the bloody Eagle League. Absolutely not, guy. Trust the minions either side. No! But mind you, I don't think I trust them much even after they're dead. They are blood eagles after all. You had an option to flirt with, Dagger. How the heck did you manage that? It was entertaining. 5 AM to 4 PM, yeah, that's shite. Yeah, I'll have to be after you get home on Thursday then. And the socks. Blobbing through the door in no time. Yeah, pretty much my constant state of being over encumbered, Belinda. That's why I have a t-shirt about it. Don't know where I got that. Oh, I think I know where I got that. Presumably a reward for one of the other quests. Faster swing speed, damage to ghouls, and endurance. Well, I'll keep it. Exactly the same, except this one's not quite as cool. saw that. Actually, I suppose there'll be a bot. There is a bot in here. And about Wallace, I didn't know he was here. Whatever junk I can. Nice. Ticking along, I think. Go. That went well. Repair my armor when I get somewhere I can do that. Sufficient raider reputation. Oh, that's cool, Mr. Ed. Yeah. Got some raider rep on this character, but apparently not enough. Do we have any videos of the heavy gunner build in? No. Not beyond the streams. If you have any questions, I'll have a crack at answering them.
Rad's will.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I mean, I got a few clips of me shooting things with the heavy gunner build, but that's about it.
Morning. A lot of water.
We have too much plastic.
Have you had a chance to pay Dagger a friendly visit?
She's a stain on the sole of my boot.
Thank you so much, Sweet Pea. Because of you, my people will no longer go hungry. The Brotherhood has our support and our thanks.
Job well done.
Don't like the fog. Well, even just a mist makes it harder to see.
I was going to say it's not foggy, but it is a little bit. Then it kind of always is in the one.
Oh, wait. Rat-toad eggs won't explode after they're cooked, right?
Interestingly, different takes on the same line, but they need a few more lines. To base.
Don't worry about the bots. They're working for me.
Well, really. Otherwise, I'd have shot them. Right. Return to Paladin Romani. What for?
News from our patrol. Hope those kids we picked up
They
are
must
doing
have
okay.
seen something quite interesting
What are
for
their
you
names
to come
again?
to me about it.
Started with an M.
Interesting is not the word. Concerning, yes.
One moment, Initiate. Knight Xion is in the middle of his report.
Yeah, I'm standing waiting. Does he want to carry on? Or is he finished?
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Go on, Xion.
As I was saying, one of our patrols came across a raider storeroom. They were chased out, but not before sighting several crates with the Brotherhood insignia on them.
Those crates are for important assets. We haven't used them since...
Since that battle, let's not waste time with details. Considering the contents, it's imperative that we recover those crates from the raiders.
We have yet to establish a relationship with the people of Crater. It's possible that they are more agreeable than the raiders we've encountered.
Are you seriously considering the idea of leaving those items in raider hands?
Let's discuss this later. We've kept the Initiate waiting long enough. Were you able to help the people of the retreat?
Egg is dead, supplies back to retreat.
Very unfortunate that things had to end that way, but At least the villagers are safe now.
Them, and likely many others. The world is better off with fewer blood eagles.
Hard to argue with that.
Don't speak so frivolously of human life, Knight. Is there anything else to report?
Oh, admit, I'm with him on that. What particular one? She also had some Brotherhood weapons.
The Blood Eagles, too. Did these crates have our insignia on them?
If our weapons have spread among multiple groups, that's a serious problem. The Initiate made the right choice in bringing them back to us.
I hope the villagers have other means of defending themselves.
If we address the threat at its origin, there would be no need for them to defend themselves, which is exactly why we can't leave those weapons in Raider hands.
Knight Shin's got history with raiders?
The Brotherhood saved Shin's hometown from a raider attack. It was then that Knight Connors recruited him into the fold. There have been other incidents since then, but...
This is irrelevant to the mission.
Perhaps you can ask him about it another time.
I'd prefer that you didn't.
Where did the weapons come from?
We obtained them during our journey to Appalachia. Unexpected circumstances removed them from our possession.
That's all the Initiate needs to know.
I am the one answering questions here, Knight.
So, Romani, do you want to punch him or shall I?
Good work, Initiate. You're dismissed.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission.
Yeah, that comes along at a good time. Bit of time off work there, Gray. Actually, with Christmas around the corner as well. Good time of year to have it. If you can use it then. Where's today's daily up then? I'm not going to find it there, am I? Like the location, I don't mind the super mutant bit. I'm not going to bother with resilient, otherwise I'd do it. So, talk to Knight Shin about the raiders. Sure thing, just as soon as I've repaired my armor. One's where he lives, Steve. Little love child joke and Pete Davidson. She does have a bit of a Yakuin Phoenix vibe going on. Did you hear about the unsharpened spear? It was pointless. When? I wanted to repair some armor, didn't I? That's a...
to retune my power armor.
Wrong bench. Nice. I have my weapons while I'm here, though, hadn't I?
Disorder is to be expected in a
Ah!
place like Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is...
Like I'm missing something.
New recruits, Knight Shin's training, weapons, and a base like this. We're gonna be invincible.
Another nuke? We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Okay, that is right. It's a little confuzzled there. Oh, a hellstorm. Nice. But my regular one does more damage. And it's furious. Okay. back on track. Sweet. So, you find the kids. We could do.
Reminder, this is the armory, not the barracks. Take your conversations outside.
It's impressive how much they've managed to rebuild here, in spite of the scorched plague.
He's already dead, clearly.
You're here. Good. To review the current situation, one of our patrols located a cache of dangerous weapons in a raider storeroom. Stolen Brotherhood weapons, no less. Your assignment is to secure the storeroom for the Brotherhood, and the weapons along with it. I'll put together a squad and meet you there. But given the situation, it's imperative you arrive there as soon as possible. Any questions, Initiate?
Romani's got the right idea. He's just a lunatic. 150 hours of Cyberpunk. From what I understand, it's supposed. I read today that the main quest in Cyberpunk is 37 hours, which is very, very precise and a very odd number. So, standard length for an open world RPG, but that's without even touching any of the side quests, I would assume. So, I'd imagine it'll go on for quite some time if The Witch is anything to go by.
Another complaint. Shin's certainly winning us friends here.
Yeah, somehow I don't think 20 hours is going to be all that accurate. There's no way a game that took that long to develop from a developer behind The Witcher 3 is that short. I smell BS on that one. Plus everything Steve finished him off. That's a good combination.
2,000 miles of hiking's put some real wear on it.
So we might be getting Deathclaws. Where does that come from? So we're getting some other enemies, but Deathclaws. Got the Crusader pistol. Yeah. Catch you later, Cafe.
Recruits, night shins training, weapons, a base like this.
120 hours into Valhalla and still haven't finished. Yeah, exactly.
Might buy us goodwill with the locals.
That game only took him a year to make or so. Well, a couple of years, maybe. What weapons are we talking about again?
I should put negligence on your record for asking that question. Lucky for you, I don't have the time. If you can recall your last assignment, it had to do with putting down a rabid den of Blood Eagles in possession of military-grade rocket launchers. The same kind of rocket launchers were discovered in the possession of some raiders from Crater. Needless
In the
to
newest
say,
trailer.
that's
I'll
a
watch it
problem.
back again. I didn't notice
We
that.
are going to fix it.
Don't want to fight the
I'm
raiders.
not sure why you wouldn't want to. They're a menace to Appalachia. But if you have some way of negotiating with them, that's on you. I'm sure Paladin Romani would appreciate a non-violent solution.
When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Skill story.
One last thing. We need to confirm the weapon's source. I find it unlikely the raiders will be willing to talk until after we send them a very clear message. If any of them are still alive after that, we can question them. But priority one is securing the weapons they already have. That will be all. Dismissed.
Everything makes sense now. This is my
Makeshift
Ad
vault.
Victoriam.
Very makeshift vault. Right. Rock and roll. All the way over here. We'll head down for Cold Farms. The easiest way to go. East. Needs to be on. Nice raider. Is there a cooking station here? Remember one, I maybe imagine it. You'd think there'd be a cooking station here. Okay. New event would be good, yeah. But even new daily op would be good as well. A little bit of variety and all that. Or added variety. Didn't want to put my power armor down then, for some weird reason. Drinking dirty water on a new character. I did it recently. Didn't have too much choice in the matter. Basically run out of anything else when I first emerged from the vault on my ghoulie character. Else we'll be jumping back onto before too long.
Well, looks like we have a visitor. Did the Brotherhood send you? I gotta say, you're doing a good job representing them. Dressed up in all that clunky armor. It's wrong of me to judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Commented on my power armor. Brotherhood of Steel said to claim its property.
That's so. You got a deed to go with that claim? Cause,
oh, this
we're
property.
not gonna sign it.
This vault and all material goods within are hereby under possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. This requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind. Your compliance will ensure your safety.
You know,
this is what we missed last time.
More about this protection of mankind business. I suppose killing a few no-good raiders is an easy price to pay for the benefit this measly little vault will provide for us as a species. Is that it?
Got a point.
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed. Thought I'd be able to speak to someone civilized from a big-shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? Think we can work this one out? Or are your underpants in as tight of a bunch as Mr. Compliance over there?
I helped create a break into Vault 79. Consider this repayment. Like it.
You did what?
Oh, shut up.
You. Meg's mentioned your name here and there. Don't worry, only good things. She placed a lot of trust in you back then, and it seems to have paid off. All right then. I don't know what's possessed you to put your lot in with the Brotherhood of Steel, but I'm sure there's more to that story. Just don't expect to use the same excuse more than once. And, humor me on one thing. This place doesn't offer us any strategic leverage over the Brotherhood. If anything, you're gonna waste more resources protecting a place so far away from your home base. So then, it must be the weapons that are important to you. What's so special about these rocket launchers that a top-ranking member would come to collect them himself?
Good question.
I don't know how you became aware of our internal hierarchy, but it's irrelevant to the situation. You will leave the weapons in the vault and disperse. Now.
And how about you? Do you seriously take orders from this constipated suit?
How are we doing? Constipated. What? Oh yeah, you did say constipated suit metal. I misread that the first time. How are we doing, Paul? You right? Well, the property don't tolerate thievery. It makes it bad if you use the Brotherhood weapons to terrorize people. I think the Brotherhood wants to cover up mistakes, let weapons get out in the first place. I don't know anything about that. Decisions. Well, that's the only really viable option.
Big words for someone who just barged in and claimed ownership of our storeroom. I suppose you don't have to follow the rules you apply to everyone else. Is that it? Because you have a righteous cause? That's fine.
Pretty much.
This story only adds fuel to our fire. We're heading back to Crater. This stash isn't worth it.
Not so fast. Tell us where you got those weapons from.
Ooh, sorry. I don't discuss Raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. If you really want to know, you can come talk to me in Crater. The rookie should know the way. Send them. Oh, and Mr. Knight, learn to relax your face muscles a little.
That was quite interesting. We missed out on it last time. Used to run cannibal when they run a vegetable for higher XP, Belinda. Don't blame you for that. Mind you, my ghoul's going to go cannibal, so I guess he's going to have to go with the carnivore, is it? Because I think that is a similar equivalent. Get him in, Matt. With a load of dailies. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be getting more over the course of the next little while, but it'll be a little while before we actually get there, I think. Well, there'll be another update in a couple of months anyway, so at most. Right, secure bunker. Have done that. Apparently you need to speak to Xion. I think he's going to want to know about the breaking into Vault 90, whatever it was, 7? 4? 25? I don't know. Finishing Wastelanders. Gone through stuff already, haven't we? Couple of graves back here. Looks like the raiders weren't exactly forthcoming about how they obtained this place either. Either they killed somebody and buried them back here, or somebody was living here and driven out, and that's their relatives that they buried. Probably more likely, actually. I see the raiders being too worried about burying the corpses of people they killed. Even the ones in Crater. Pull cues, or even throwing spears at a robot. Music back on? I didn't. Right, Xion, you want to moan about something now?
We completed the first part of our mission. And in the process, uncovered an enlightening piece of news about our new initiate.
Thought it might want to have a
That
mind.
means you. When did you plan to disclose your previous relationship with Crater?
Can you tell? I'm a raider through and through. Tempting. Anything that's benefit to maintaining positive relationships with multiple parties. Oversight on my part. To be honest, I'm not inclined to give him positive response. But I also am kind of going to have to side with him because I didn't do that last time. Means nothing now. I'm loyal to the brother.
And I'm just supposed to take your word for it? I expect all members of the Brotherhood to uphold certain standards. Integrity is one of them. It's
Well,
up
for
to
his
you
tin
now
suit,
whether
I
your
consider
past
kicking him in the
stays
balls,
past.
but
Don't give me any more reasons to doubt your loyalty. Moving forward, we still need to track down the weapon source. That man appeared to know something. I don't care how you get it out of him, but make sure you get it.
I'll find out where they came from. Send it to Crater. What's gonna happen to this place? Okay, you seem a little angry.
I thought the Raiders were bad enough before that vile cretin opened his mouth. And we just let him. This is off topic, Initiate. Don't ask me a question like that again.
He made you look stupid and you're feeling salty about it because you disliked him in the first place. Let's find out where they came from. What's happening to this place?
We'll set up some protectrons to guard it, and transfer the weapons back to Fort Atlas. After that, it can be used as an intermediate storehouse for anything our patrols find in the northern part of Appalachia. This is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to track down all of them.
The perk generates food when you stim. Oh, that's alright. Convenient, I should imagine. Note on the desk. Yeah, we looked at it last time, I think, Labra. A shotgun from the bellhop. Familiar with that one. I'm not even sure what the mission is there. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Got up. 55 claim tickets for him. Yeah, I'll keep you busy. I've got a whole bunch to turn in. Good to get the shotgun though.
I heard you found the
Look good on the wall if nothing else. Run out of fusion before you get all handled in. Yeah, it seems possible. So, Numbnuts is out back, isn't he?
Maybe I can get that.
Yeah! Made it! I didn't think I was going to make that jump then. Yeah, I want the pistol as well. There's some interesting options going forward about what they could do with story based on the setup so far in Steel Dawn, so who knows? Stuff they've got lined up for the future has got
Can't believe they
potential.
have the nerve to just barge in like that. That knight acts like some kind of righteous savior.
I told you. And they're only gonna get more confident.
I won't let them. Do we have their patrol routes yet? A couple ambushes ought to take them down a notch.
We'll have to discuss this later. We've got a visitor.
They drew a chin on your Brotherhood character. He's not a true Brotherhood character. He's a truly twisted character who doesn't get what the Brotherhood should be about. Completely sidetracks their mission and what they were founded to do, but...
So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you, oh honorable emissary of Steel?
Ouch, Steve. I don't know. I quite enjoyed Daily Ops. It's just a bit difficult for the solo player. Fine if you can get a group together for it.
Oh, right! The weapons! After they got forcibly confiscated from us? I almost forgot about that. See, the thing is... you and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight
Yeah, that
spot
would
back
amuse
here.
me, though, bro.
There are people here in Crater depending on me. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
Funny thing is, it's now he's lying, not later.
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood peon here at our disposal. We can make use of that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like the Brotherhood. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
We don't know that yet for sure. Besides, everyone has their own motivations. Our visitor might have one worth talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
Hey, you. Don't leave yet. I've got something to say.
That's all. It was worth a shot. Didn't really think I was going to get to brutally murder him, but I assume he's going to turn up in the next portion of the questline story. Like their armory. A whole load of slave cars there. Power fists, some helmets. Guns. Damn, they got a lot of guns in there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to jump it though. Don't think so. No, it doesn't look like it. No, it's got a roof all the way over it. Damn. Probably going to be punished by getting stuck in here for their with trouble. There we go.
Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons, but you're gonna need to give me something in return. Interested?
Wait for a chance to stick it to those bucket heads. What do you want?
I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. You've got people specialized in keeping track of that sort of thing, right? Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. Then I'll tell you what you want to know.
What are you going to do with that data?
We're not on friendly terms with the Brotherhood. What do you think we're going to do with it? Don't worry. If the Brotherhood is as powerful as they are confident, then it shouldn't make any difference, right?
Nice try. You willing to betray Pierce like this?
This isn't a betrayal. It's just good business sense.
I'm leaving.
Doodles.
Yep, we'll consult Valdez, because I don't think I'm going to betray the Brotherhood. I'm just going to take the other choice of action. Course of action with Xion and stuff. Evening Reaper, how are we doing? Get all those lefty Romani sycophants? You mean people with an actual moral compass, Steve?
If this order puts a
Got the fancy shotgun, 45 tickets in. You just have to hand those tickets in one at a time, Paul, and it just drops as a reward for one ticket? Or is it based on the number of tickets you hand in? I've never actually done that.
And I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Yeah. Brotherhood certainly did end up twisted. Even though the initial goals were, the ideals they were founded on were pretty positive. The influence of the second generation of Brotherhood members more than the first, that one. Was the rare one, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Agree with you there, Gray.
New recruits, night shins training, weapons, and a base like this?
Ultrasight country.
It's a
Who
chap.
knows what strange contraptions the old mining firms built here.
Shotgun builds are fun, yeah.
We are
Especially if
really
you're going
fixing this
VATS.
place up. Anything you need to know?
That shotgun is pretty brutal. Need help with the situation involving the raiders.
Raiders, huh? If they're anything like the raiders
Evening,
we
all. How we doing?
encountered on the expedition route, then my guess is the situation isn't pretty. All right, how can I help?
They haven't put info, but they won't info for about us in return.
I think I understand. The funny thing about data is you don't know what's real or not. Not unless you gathered it yourself. To be honest, I was working on encrypting my terminal for this kind of situation. So, if anyone accessed it who wasn't supposed to, they would just get false info and none would be the wiser. I didn't finish, but you can still use the fake data I created. Should be clearly labeled in the files. Just, don't select the wrong one. This is the raiders we're talking about. It'd be bad news if they got an advantage on us. Worse, if the Knight found out it was because of me.
You should get that mutation treated as an example for the other troops.
Not
Nice.
a problem. I'm here to help.
Oh, love Valdez. He's awesome. Yeah, they did have you robbing farms in Fallout 4, but that's not the true Brotherhood. That's the bastardized, corrupted version that took over.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Brotherhood chapter scrolls, I think that's the one, isn't it? No. All those personal logs. Ah, Atlas Archives? Oh no, I need to load the huddle tape, don't I? Genus huddle tape, there we go. Download dummy file.
With all these new initiates, I may need another
Yeah, good things, no?
just to keep the scrolls up to date.
Oh, my other characters played through, you got one? That's a shotgun's a random reward. Fair enough. One day I'll work around it. Need to do technical data too. I imagine that's going to take an exceptionally long time. See how I feel over Christmas if the event's up and running by then. It's due back in a couple of weeks, that's cool. Or in the next couple of weeks. Apparently it took longer to fix than they expected. Yeah, Flaney, thank you for dropping in. You have a good night. I'm encumbered with leather chaps, red dresses, ski suits, and wool hats now. Nice. There's worse things to be over encumbered by, apart from maybe the chaps. That's not so great.
You've got the holotape?
Yep.
Good. Thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but That was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again.
I get the feeling we will. Characters are too well designed for, well, was not too well designed for it just to be a one-off, but I hope they're not just a one-off. They're an interesting bunch. You mean the Settlers Foundation had them?
Yep. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them.
The other raiders you got these from? Where did they come from?
They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went.
Did they say anything else
They
about
wouldn't
fight?
shut up about it, so I learned to tune it out pretty quick. But I do remember them passing around a helmet with a bullet hole through its visor. A trophy from the Fallen.
Can't
Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again.
They have ways of making you talk, should they need to. Yeah, a better version of technical data with Scribe Valdez would definitely be an awesome way to go, Greg. Or just shift the whole quest onto her would be better, once they get it working again. They still make the whole thing a far more pleasant experience than just shoving things in a mailbox. Anti-armor, limb damage, damage resistance by. I mean, that's not bad for it. Anti-armor's good. Extra limb damage is always a bonus given that it's got spread on it as well. Right, there's a fair chance at least one of the pellets is going into a limb anyway. So, it's not a bad combination, really. The skins look quite nice on it. Yes, Ash, they are very, very insular and xenophobic in Fallout 1 and 2, but that's like the second and third generation of Brotherhood. The original founder member was much more interested in actually helping people. It was the ones that came in afterwards and started pushing the Brotherhood the other way, and then his son that really took them into being way more closed off. People like Xion. It's not so much the where the Brotherhood should be as the Brotherhood's problem.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place.
Corrupted them and twisted them away from what they were supposed to be. I've already talked to these guys.
Can you put in a good word? Stay safe out there.
Yeah, I thought I'd already done that. Right then, report
For your
to
sake, I see
Xion.
you returned from Crater. Standing by for your report.
Evening, Delays. How are we doing?
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission.
Let's get this figures typing. You've got a lot of technical data coming our way. Yeah, I think she's going to need a few extra scribes on the go. 2 sources, possibly more.
That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right.
Take it out on me, you
Tell
miserable
me
git.
about the sources.
Well, one was ketchup, the other was HP.
I see. And are those raiders still at Crater?
Niet.
It can't be helped then. We need to focus on Appalachia for the moment.
Did you come into contact with those raiders?
Without more information, it's impossible to say. We fought plenty of raider groups across the entire expedition route.
Speculate then, you miserable git.
And the other one.
Came from the Settlers of
Foundation
Foundation.
2. This is bad. Worse
Yeah,
than I
doing good,
thought.
Dilly, thanks.
At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers. All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible.
All because you and your friends weren't particularly good in a fight? Basically. Foundation really a concern?
Peaceful or not, civilians should not have access to that kind of technology. It's too easy for things to go wrong. Take the Great War as an example. That catastrophe is the inspiration for our mission today.
Not canon, though. Like, the lore is quite clearly there that says they went in that direction. Besides, the canon outcome of this is not established yet. I mean, preserving the technology, all that stuff, yeah, absolutely. But, Elder Lions and Paladin Romani are the ones who actually had the Brotherhood's origin in terms of the route that they followed. It was consistent with what the Brotherhood was founded to be, not what it became, but what it was founded to be. Those two are definitely more the pure Brotherhood, whereas the others are just the corrupted, bastardized. Yeah. The ones who fell off the rails, unfortunately, won the long-term argument, but they're not the true Brotherhood.
So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need. It
reminds me of something, actually, Mr. Bird's
I'll follow up later with a more detailed report.
I'll probably cover in a video, hopefully tomorrow, if I get all done on time. Big if, though. I've got a lot to get through. How do you lose possession of them in the first place?
That's classified information, Initiate. Not every operation runs perfectly. All you need to know is that we're fixing it.
Okay, I'll give him that. That's fair. Not everyone goes perfectly.
A knight's helmet? It must be. 2 other knights embarked with us from the west coast. Knight Thornberry returned partway through the journey. Knight Connors gave his life in honorable service to the Brotherhood. Show the proper respect when asking about him. To think they held onto his helmet like a trophy. It's unforgivable.
I know in no way he's got such a sour look on his face. It's because he's got his tongue rammed up Knight Connors' backside.
Ad Victoriam. Please make sure to fill out your ration requests. And no, we will not be accommodating aversion to mutated produce. All produce is mutated now.
That's a good line. Aw. Come on, let me get up there. Put my mutation to work.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
On this one, I'm pretty sure the only choice I've got is to go with Paladin on Knight at the moment, but I would. I don't know.
The people of Appalachia think a bomb is a plaything.
I'm not quite sure exactly what Scribe Valdez's position is, other than trying to reunify those two. But I think she generally leans more in the direction of Romani anyway. But yeah, personally, I would definitely go with Romani.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward. If I don't sleep tonight.
Yeah, it certainly did splinter multiple times. It's not really surprising though, given the distances involved.
Ad Victoriam.
Makes a lot of sense, actually, that.
We have to cut ourselves
Communication
free
would
from
be kind of a
America to
nightmare.
rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew.
Ah, Initiate. I haven't had the chance to discuss your last assignment with Knight Xion yet. Was there something you needed to report to me directly?
Settlers have weapons too.
Really? Foundation? That's troubling. How well do you know the people of Foundation?
You mean those dogs hiding out in the giant log cabin? I think we'll go down that road.
That's good. Then I'm sure you're aware that they've managed to carve out a solid living for themselves in Appalachia.
Things would be different now if
I spoke with a few members of their community, looking for ways to work together. We're in need of food and water. They have plenty to spare. However,
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see it go over to Valdez.
Accelerates matters. It's critical that we follow up with them right away.
Why not work with Crater? They've got supplies and way more fun.
link in the chain that binds.
Because they take them at gunpoint.
Your mission is as follows. Meet with Gloria Chance, the supervisor of Foundation Supply Room. Determine whether or not they've seen or acquired such weapons for themselves. And lastly, establish a trade deal with Foundation. Something that will provide us longevity in Appalachia. And allow me to stress, both returning with the weapons and securing a trade deal are equally important objectives, Initiate.
Very true. Nothing to fear, I'm a people person. Roger that.
Remember, you represent the Brotherhood to these people. Do us proud.
We're gonna be invincible.
Yeah, some of the quests that acknowledges what's happened in the past would be quite cool if they can do it, right?
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
Which wants to be scribe, cool.
The wasteland is hell. Stay vigilant, Initiate. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I get to meet them in person someday.
A Foundation, that's where we're going, aren't we? Like a sentry bot, it's so huge backpack to it. Get a couple of Brahmin, just kind of jimmy the bodywork off a old car or something and stick some planks of wood down on the chassis and just use it as a, or actually find a trailer, that would do it as well. Over the old Brahmin and cart approach.
I'm getting sick of potatoes. I know they're easy to grow, but
Gotta talk to Paige about those sunny bots. Giving me the creeps.
Civilization is being rebuilt, right here in Foundation.
Oh, nice. Looks so amazing. While I'm here, they gave us some cosmetic stuff when Wastelanders launched. Everybody had been playing before Wastelanders, but it'd be cool to see some references to stuff that only older players will remember. More stuff. Kitty, gotta find the kitty. Sonny! Yeah. Catty cat. Ooh. Faster than expected. Don't want to know where she keeps her Grognak's axe.
You must be here about that shipment of Blamco mac and cheese. Great. I was starting to get worried.
Yeah, 2,500 caps up front. Negative with the Brotherhood of Steel. No. Let's go with that one.
Oh, pardon me, then. You say you're with Paladin Romani? That's fantastic. I didn't think she'd get back to us so quickly. How can I help you, sire, your majesty, your steeliness?
You're finding snail mail. Your steeliness, that's not bad. Why can't I take the, Your Majesty approach? Initiate will do. Trade deal. Steeliness is right. Let's talk about weapons. Seen any lying around? Enough pleasantries. We have concerns you may be harboring illegal weaponry. I'm going to go with your seeliness just for the lols.
Weapons? Well, sure. We have all sorts for defending Foundation. Oh, maybe you mean... Hun, can you tell our friend here about those thingies we picked up recently?
Oh, sure
And
thing.
we did.
We got weapons all right, Initiate. You Brotherhood guys make some high-quality gear. And tell me if this sounds familiar. Tubes of
Yeah, I've
explosive
noticed that
death?
too, actually.
Your logo on the side?
Thief? Oh, it doesn't make weaponry or sell them. Does sound familiar. Mind if I take a look? You need to, last warning, hand them over. No. Sound familiar? Mind if I take a look?
Sure. Or, no, actually. Some guys from the town watch took them out for testing a little earlier. I'm sure you can catch up with them. They normally practice at a small site they set up near the East Mountain Lookout, a bit north of here.
Oh, that's right. Mike and them took the weapons out for a test drive. If you head over, I'm sure they'd let you take a look. I hope you understand those weapons are our property, though. We spent quite a bit acquiring them. But hurry back. I'm sure we can still find a way to work together, even if we don't need more weapons.
Yeah. I'll head there now. Something I want to discuss first?
Shoot.
Anything there? Got weapons now. Okay, now. Gotta head
And
over
send
there,
the
really.
fellas home, would ya? They've been playing with those things long enough.
Get a Mr. Gutsy model. Where to get a Mr. Gutsy model? From the choice, I don't think I'd pick a Mr. Gutsy one. Codsworth? Maybe. But I have too many sore spots where it comes to those damned Colonel Gutsies. For Brahmin Drive. Yeah, I like it. 50 miles to the hay bale. Yeah, I like that one, Paul. That way. That's a dangerous place for them to be going to practice. They've got to get past Huntersville and West Tech to go and practice all the way over here. I guess a new chapter either way, Ash. I'm in favour of this. The true brother, it's what they were founded on. No! Dead body. And dead bodies from Foundation scattered around area. Large impact from an explosive weapon. It doesn't do that when I shoot it, though. Crates. Weapon demonstration.
Alright, everyone gather round. Ward wanted us to record some instructions on how to use these things. Where's Mike? Hey, Mike, stop messing around that terminal and grab one of those rocket launchers.
Uh-oh. Sorry. I wanted to lock the terminal first. Let me put this in my bag really quick.
Give it up, Mike. That could be decades old. Just grab one of them and come here. Wait, Mike, I told you not to pick it up like that.
Splat.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Yeah, blew everybody up. Gerald, and what was he writing a note for? It's Andy. Today I woke up, you're gone. Somehow I know I went far behind. Past 4 years, been happy with my life. The world's gone crazy down below, but up here our crops are thriving. Flowers are still blooming. Some days I can even forget. See you again soon. Ah, his missus died. Dad. They were living up here growing crops. It's not the worst idea ever. If anything tries to come up the stairs, you've got a height advantage. One new location. Then now find out where Mike went. Bit of an odd one. Mind you, thunderstorms might make that a bit of an alarming place to live. I don't know where Mike went. I don't really need to find out. Go off Vanos to check out the info. Don't really left. Spelling may leave a lot to be desired, but like I found a perfect place to hide something valuable. That's what it is somewhere. Oh, there it is. Kill with 9. There we go. Go and meet Mike. We got this on the map yet? Apparently not. There's quite a few spots for this character. It's significantly newer than my other one though. One's younger. Keep wanting to press the control button to slide like I do in Horizon. Just name a guild. Well, if we ever get guilds, that's an interesting idea. I'd be surprised if they went down that route, but you never know. Not a bad view from up here. Very swampy down in the cranberry bog though. Oh, that's a big hole. Oh, that's a mob. Those ants driving me nuts, they're a nightmare to take out. Where are you? Oh well, if he wants to leave, I'm fine with that too. Another Brotherhood crate, somehow we abandoned one of them outside here. Putrid mole rats, huh? Oh, there you are. Just a little bit camouflaged. Might have helped if I wasn't shooting me in the legs, really, wouldn't it? I heard footsteps there. Apparently not. Brotherhood report code.
Scouting report. Brotherhood Squire Schultz. Kerwood Mine is almost completely flooded. Going down into that brine without power armor or a stronger set of lungs seems suicidal. It's too bad. My recon instincts are telling me there could be something good down there. Maybe a way into that locked room.
I'm guessing that's Steel Dawn, that tape. Don't jump at Charles and get in the pool. That would be funny. You're not like the shelters icon. I just don't know why they have them, to be honest. It just seems like an odd thing. The icon specifically, I mean. Only there for the quest, Gray. That sucks.
Hold it right there. Don't come any closer.
Calm down, I'm with Brotherhood of Steel. Okay, take a deep breath. Try and tell me what to do is a bad idea. Calm down.
Investigating? What? You've been to the lookout tower. You have to understand. It was an accident. I'm Mike. Mike Tiller. Go to Foundation. Tell him you found me dead. Because I'm never leaving. I'm not going back. You can't make me. They'll never believe me. They'll think I'm a murderer.
You'll be actually dead once I get in there. Just think there's weapons. Can you let me in?
No way. These things, they're evil. No, they stay with me.
You should join the Brotherhood.
This door is barred tight, and way behind me is flooded. You can't get in. Just give up and go tell Gloria I'm dead.
Well, we'll just see about that.
Just go and leave me.
Yeah. Not particularly effective, that button. It's kind of why I keep it. It's ridiculous. Break your fingers playing cards, Steve. That's, I don't know whether to be impressed or not, really. Took his legs off. Get him. Big guy with a gun, no problem. Little ant, serious threat. Diving suit. Got a fancy diving suit in this here box. Use it to dive in the water to find valuables. Put them in red bags so it looks sharp. I'm sure how you did miss that. Didn't have the cross marker, maybe. Give diving suit. In we go. I don't remember where these bags are now. Hopefully get through a bit quicker than last time. Oh, there. There's one. The other one's up this way, I think. Oh, I'm overcumbered again. Ah. And the last one is around this way somewhere. There we go. Nice and easy. I'd just take the shelters icon off altogether, to be honest, Paul, I think, and just have the vendors one. You don't really need to know there's a shelter there. You can go looking for one if you're bothered and you want to take the risk, and if not, it doesn't really matter. Well, there's any actual need to go to people's shelters. God for fireproof. I think I got fireproof on. Just got a missile to the chest that just bounced off me, more or less. Somebody's been through here recently. Hey, give me that. Code mine key. Stop taking the key, leaving it in random places. On the 4 minutes, my key belongs in my office. Start listening to be your outfit. Don't care who you're on. Roy. Oh, to Roy. Yeah, it would make welding a bit difficult without, you know, hands, Steve. Yeah, I'm surprised it's only seems to be available there. I think they'd make the cave diving suit available through daily ops or something as well. Not that it's particularly useful for it, apart from swimming around underwater with. Beat the mafiosos at cards. That guy's fingers broken. No, you just jump straight on the elevator shaft. Yeah. I remember you saying actually, Gary, last week. Last week? Week before now? One or the other. Either way. Will there be much down there, was there? Soggy bullets. That was a shovel. And there we go. You're out of it, you chunky sod. Clothes back on now. Much more badass. Still racking up score that I don't need. So what, next week is it the new season starts? I think it's next week. Imagine we'll be getting a little bit more info about that on Thursday.
Oh God. You made it! How did you even...
Looks like he's seriously strung out. I think you can change the icon, Paul, as far as I know. Few days with no rare rewards code. You check they haven't dropped and just not told you about it. Sometimes they do that, apparently. Yeah, it does sound like something to do with the no duplicate thing, actually, Steve. That makes a lot of sense. Get plasma back on when the scoreboard starts. Yeah, it is good. Besides, these weapons are coming with me.
What? No! These are too dangerous! I have to hide them and destroy them. Or something. Let me explain. We were just testing these out. You know, Tad picked them up a while back. They seemed really powerful. They were always telling me, "Be careful, Mike. Don't pick it up that way, Mike." But my finger slipped and I killed them. All. Instantly. But it was an accident. I swear. I'd never...
My finger slipped and they were all killed instantly. This way, take the weapons. They're too dangerous to civilians. Gloria, total understand. These weapons are incredibly dangerous. This isn't your fault. Go with the... no, I'm going to go with the Brotherhood one, I think. Too dangerous for civilians.
They're too dangerous for anyone. They just obliterated so effortlessly. All dead. Look, I'll go back to Foundation, but I can't let you have these weapons. I'll leave if you let me take the weapons back there myself.
You want to take them back
Gloria
there?
and Tad will know what to do. I'm sorry. They're the only ones I trust to take care of these. I have to make sure they get back to them.
No one's going to believe you. You're a murderer. You got to run. You're going home. I'm taking the weapons. Do not attempt to stop me. Or I could attack him. I think I could lie my way through. Make him go on the run. Nah, he'll be dead in a day, and he's just kind of pathetic and stupid. We'll intimidate him, which is not the best way to go, but you know.
Okay. I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt me. Just please bring them back. I'll meet you at Foundation.
I wonder if there's a
Supply
different
Room.
response for choosing that once we get to Foundation. Need to rework your new character, Steve. Yeah. There's always the challenge. Night vision sniper rifle. How did he get in here? If the Brotherhood scout could. Maybe a mole miner opened the door, dug in. I think the new stuff kind of does both, actually, Kate. Once you've learnt the plans for them, they'll drop as legendaries regularly, but otherwise you have to get them out of the rare pool. You have to get their plans out of the rare pool first. Always with the cucumber. £12 takes. One. Also not fun. See if we've got anything to scrap here. If we've got anywhere I can scrap anything. Damn, I like food. Oh well, if there's anything in one of these, it'll be drugs as the solution to a problem. If there's anything interesting in there. Oh, on the chems it is. Should be able to do some cooking when I'm at Foundation, while I remember. I am not over encumbered. Yeah, maybe I am. Right, what crap can I get rid of that I don't need? Right. Third time's the charm. That any melee character at the start of the season. Probably a good time as any. Yeah, that would make sense. Unlock because the player's been through recently. Oh, I see what you're saying. Great.
Put down my guns.
All these newcomers make me nervous.
My dear, I think you'd be able to figure out a way to open that latch. Just not exactly complicated, is it? As far as I know, Paul, the only way to turn that icon off would be to delete your shelter entrance.
But that Brotherhood member showed up and...
Well, speak of the devil.
Mike was just telling us about what happened out there. I can't believe it. All those boys, just... It's a lot to take in.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Weapons are too dangerous. Hope you see that. Accidents happen, especially when you play around with high-powered explosives.
Well, I hope you're planning on giving the weapons back all the same. They're ours.
Nope.
Tad, enough! We still need to find a way to work with these people.
She gets it.
I think we should try and wrap up business between us now. We're going to need to tell those families about what happened. I know it's hard to think about at a time like this, but settling on a deal and having you on your way...
Plenty of terrible RNG, Steve.
Now then, I understand you'll want to take these weapons back with you, but that won't work for us. They cost us too many caps to just let go. Unfortunately, regardless of where they came from before, they're our property now, and they'll need to stay with us.
Well, I've already got them. You ain't gonna try and take them. We keep the weapons, you provide food. The Brotherhood won't stand for any less. I can get through it on intelligence. You don't need the weapons if the Brotherhood protects you. We keep the weapons. Yeah, that's just basically going raider on them, really.
Well,
I'll do the intelligence ones again.
Maybe you're right.
Not maybe. You are right. You need to get these things out of here before anyone else is killed.
Pretty fun, at least, melee build.
Those weapons put us in the hole, financially speaking. We need to sell off our supplies to recover. And that leaves nothing left to share with the Brotherhood.
If I were to pay you what the weapons were worth, could have made a deal, but safety is more important. You made a bad purchase, not my problem. I didn't get that response last time around, probably because I was friendly with them. Ooh. Could pay you what the weapons are worth. See how much she wants for them.
Well, sure, if you covered the loss, we'd be in a much better position to help out the Brotherhood. But those weapons, they weren't cheap.
$2,500 caps to cover buy the weapons and supply the Brotherhood. 1,000 caps for the weapons. Foundation would need to be trained by the Brotherhood from now on. I can afford to give 1,000 caps. It's probably not the worst idea as I'm about to max out again.
Well, thank you for taking care of the weapons. They're yours. But training? I suppose our guards are lacking discipline.
You can provide surplus food and supplies and any intel on unusual weapons.
You're not gonna make me do push-ups, are you?
'Cause that would be the end of the world. Okay, we provide food, water, and the latest scoop on weird tech, and the Brotherhood provides us with training to better defend ourselves. Sounds pretty fair to me.
I agree. Push-ups included.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for all your help. Please let Paladin Romani know where we stand.
Good looking out, your steeliness. Stop by again sometime, okay?
Atlas is right back up there. Not exactly the safest trek from Foundation to Atlas either. I mean, how would you get there? If you follow the roads, it's right past the White Spring, which has its ups and downs. And either carry on up this and probably carry up that way, yeah. Zigzag through some dangerous territory, past like Charlie, feral ghouls, all the way down to the White Spring, a ton more ghouls. Raiders and stuff along the way, more miners, super mutants, angry robot, more raiders. More raiders. More raiders, more raiders, and then you get there. Not the safest trade route ever. Might be safer just sneaking through the woods and going this way. Although there's a Yowai somewhere around here, so maybe not. Alright, I need to do some cooking, otherwise I'm never going to be able to fast travel. Backing up the heavy gunner with a Deathclaw gun, always fun. The Grognak's axe is still one of my favourite melee weapons though.
All these newcomers.
Sonny has what you need. This, Sonny. That, Sonny. The other, less reputable, Sonny. Sandwiches, subs, grinders, and hoagies are the same thing.
Getting a great look at the chopping animation, but finally. Don't know if it's crafting anything at all, but... Evening, Hyper, how are we doing? Walk down building your shelter.
All these newcomers make me nervous.
Used to get swept up in there. Still waiting for the server to figure out I'm not actually in the menu anymore. There we go.
We no longer stock water ice. Water is not also ice. Do not ask for water ice at Sunny.
We'll get there eventually. Rip the legs from a soldier with Deathclaw partner. Nice.
Maybe some extra patrols over there.
Never thought they'd actually put a price on them. I've no idea. I'm curious about that myself, Gray. Find out whether or not Romani will reimburse me any of it. We'll soon find out, I guess.
All these newcomers make me nervous.
I'll scrap some stuff over here before I do that. Oh, I made it. Didn't think I had there.
How's it going, Derek? I was so tired when I got home from work last night. All right to sleep. How you doing?
I can't.
See the way since all that slapping and whacking practice. Charming, Denise. Didn't give you any caps back. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Had I consulted her first on whether or not to buy them, I'd have gotten a no. Just get them without paying
We're
for
here to
them.
protect the people. They'll learn that in time.
Fort Atlas is in good hands.
Here to protect you, whether you like it or not.
Welcome back, Initiate. I was just discussing the missile launcher matter with Knight Xion here. I imagine
was a
you're
stimulating
here to report on your
conversation.
dealings with Foundation. Well then, don't keep us waiting.
Done with the weapons of a trade deal, and you owe me $1,000.
Interesting. So they'd be willing to take our lead when it comes to how they handle defense in the future. This could be mutually beneficial. At the very least, we may be able to rely on them to keep the crater in check.
We're not here to exacerbate aggressions between the locals, Knight Xion. Initiate, your heart is in the right place, but we need to be careful about creating too much imbalance in the region. I'd be happy to recruit members of Foundation into our ranks if they want to learn to fight, but making the settlement more militant is concerning.
You didn't really say that.
So
You said
you'd
defend
be
yourself
okay
better.
if they're properly trained, but only if they're flying our colors. That sounds more like a recruitment drive than an effort to help others.
It also sounds like exactly what he wants.
Complicated than you're boiling it down to. Besides, we have a more pressing
I
issue.
mean, he doesn't
that
want the
the
recruitment
Initiate
drive.
has
He
uncovered.
also doesn't want to train them either, or you wouldn't think he would.
It's troubling that the weapons have spread
It's
to
a
this
little
degree,
inconsistent
but
there.
there isn't much we can do beyond dealing with situations like this as they arise. But, Initiate, I hope you know you've done well.
Paladin, maybe we should check in with Scribe Valdez. She had mentioned wanting to bring something important to our attention.
That's right. Initiate, please let the scribe know we're ready for her. Knight Xion and I have a few things to discuss in the meantime.
Either after you get back from... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out roughly where Steel Dawn would have ended and where... Oh, nice, good plan there. Yeah, roughly where Steel Dawn would have ended and Fractured Steel would have begun. I think this would probably be the start of Fractured Steel. But, hard to say. Look, his butt cheeks clenched. Yeah, it's probably from trying to cram him into that overly tight bodysuit, Belinda. How do I open the doors without the press E to open text coming on screen? Do you mean how do I make it work, or how do I make the text disappear? Because I make it work by just sort of getting close and pressing the button until the door opens.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Well, it'd be about that time already. So, you have to see about a slow start, but what can we do? Yeah, basically what I do to hide the HUD is just go into the display settings, and there's a HUD opacity slider about 2/3 of the way down. It's the last slider on the list, and you just drag that all the way down and the whole thing's invisible. But when you've done that, to actually operate the door, you have to kind of guess. More of a problem when you're closing the door usually than when you're opening it. Like a space engine. Sounds good. Yeah, it's just a tiny bit inconsistent, like, his opinion on that, Mr. Bird's Open. I get why he doesn't really want to go on a recruitment drive, but on the other hand, there's like 3 of them if they don't go recruiting, and they might be slightly outnumbered and have a hard time completing their mission. So, slow to trusting things is both sensible and also a bit dumb at the same time. But I'd rather recruit. I don't want to recruit them, but I'd rather train them to defend themselves. Thing is odd from him as well, because he basically views anybody who isn't in the Brotherhood as a potential enemy. If they don't land new people in, how would they reproduce? Well, I'm sure they'd do fine for a few generations, Cade, and then they'd all become mutants. How to make it disappear? No worries, Hyper. Yeah, it's basically the only way I know how to do it. I do kind of wish there were a few more options with like camera to move it around a bit more, because it'd be really nice for getting panning shots. In case of the video I did this week, I just literally used a straight up still, pushed the field of view a little wider than normal, and then just blew it up a bit in the video and just slid it in post. But normally I try and use photo mode to get the movement into the camera shot, but kind of a pain to do. Makes you think he's there purposefully trying to oppose Romani. Yeah. Mind you, they do make reference to the two of them butting heads during the journey as well, so it could just be that he started off mildly disagreeing with it, and over time ran into a few more things he disagreed with her on, and kept getting overruled by her. She kept just kind of brushing off his objections, and he just got more and more butthurt by it, and end up just getting more and more extreme. She may have effectively, I suppose, radicalised him herself indirectly. It's a good one, Steve. Always got to close the door. Fair, I locked the door while I was building my camp this time around. Apparently that didn't stop somebody picking the lock, or two people picking the lock and coming in power armor and having a nosy round. One of them with basically the same name as me. Well, not the same name, but, close. Like, just kind of had a shufty around, gave me a wave, and made an exit. Fortunately, I wasn't recording at the time, or I'd have been grouchy. If I'd actually had record on at the time, that would have been very, very annoying. Yeah, that's probably part of it as well, Ash. Knight Connors was killed during the incident with the raiders on the way there, and he probably does blame her for that, since he was the guy who recruited him. And was probably his closest friend. One of a very short list of actual friends he had, I imagine. Doesn't exactly lead him to think all that clearly. Shining vibes. Yes, I actually did that on my other character, Gray. I was in there the other day. A bit of footage, and unfortunately Initiate Dodge himself doesn't have anything to say, but the three Brotherhood leaders do. I'll go through it on this character probably. Need to remember to send him back there on this character. I also forgot to follow up on with the characters after we finished them. The quests as well, so I get their final closing thoughts and stuff, so kind of wish I'd done that. I went back and did it because I grabbed some footage for it, but should have done that on stream. I'll do it this time and see what they have to say about the situation when it's all concluded for the moment. Yeah, at the end of Steel Dawn anyway. Steve's head coming through the door. Crazy how the raiders who killed his buddy passed through Tracer. Well, yeah, kinda. I quite like him. I'm guessing they already knew Crater was there. Yeah, I assume they knew Crater was there, and then following the fight with the Brotherhood, they must have had a bruising themselves off the Brotherhood, even if they did win. So they probably retreated back in that direction to avoid them, or possibly knew that the Brotherhood were coming up behind them and weren't ready for round two. So headed to Crater where they were likely to have bit more safety on their way through Appalachia. Where are they heading? Xion wants vengeance. Yeah, that's a good question. Probably a little bit further off towards the east, I guess. I don't know what's east. Well, so I don't know what's east of West Virginia. Well, I suppose the rest of Virginia would stand to reason, really, wouldn't it? What I recall recently is a kind of a bit of a southward movement in there as well, so they might move out a little bit. Depends whether or not they swing a bit north from where they are. It was cool. Oh, he has dialogue on one of your characters, but not on the other. Yeah, I did wonder if it was a bug thing. It seems strange. But I couldn't get him to even react or a conversation option to pop up when I looked at him, so... Ooh, we shall have to see. When I think about it, I'm going to do a thing. That thing, I think. Preload for Cyberpunk's on the go, so I thought I'd get that started. Yep, that must be the right one. Or is available, so... Yeah, the download's 57 gigabytes, the install's a bit bigger. That's about what you'd expect. Oh. Sure did. We could have a bit more background on that sort of stuff, Ash. Exposition of Brotherhood base located between Virginia and California. That's a possibility. They could head further west. Don't imagine they'll be able to go all that far. Because they don't have vertebrates, so... Mind you, there are a few places they could potentially repair trains, and you could take trains out of the main map and into other areas. They sound like standalone missions outside the main map, so I guess they will be Brotherhood related though, given the timing of them, which is probably going to be beginning of next year sometime, so that'd be cool. Being able to correct Romani's mispronunciation is cool, yeah, Gray. Unfortunately, she doesn't then change how she pronounces it when she talks to you, though. Glad you enjoyed it, Hoper. Was stretching the definition of cyberpunk a little bit, but under the circumstances. Got as close as I could make it. I really wanted more red neon, though. There just isn't it. Just disappointing. 76 isn't light on lore, it's just hard to find, Linda. It's absolutely everywhere, you've just got to really look for it. Most of it doesn't come from characters. I've got a hunch about that, Steve, to be fair. I'm curious about the war rooms. Not that I've seen them in Crater or Foundation yet, but I don't think I have. But yeah, I've got a couple of theories about what's going to come next. How are we doing, Mark? Any plans continuing the Melee Gold character? Yes, probably next week at a guess. Depends whether or not we get through Steel Dawn on Wednesday. If we get through it on Wednesday, I will play the Ghoul on Monday. If I don't, I may play it on Monday anyway. Because, yeah, I think we will get through it on Wednesday, but... Yeah. If I don't start it at the start of Monday, I'll be starting halfway through when I finish Steel Dawn. But, yeah, I will probably switch over to that after completing Steel Dawn with this character. Excuse me. Beverage now. That sucks. Yeah, looking forward to jumping back onto that character. Yeah, regularly updated radio host would be an interesting idea. Or at least it would for anybody who's not a YouTuber anyway. Since, I'm trying to remember when they put that feature in the game. Hang on. Ahem. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when they put the feature in that allowed you to disable all in-world radios. It was either the end of 2018 in December or maybe start of 2019. It was quite early anyway. And since they put that in, I immediately turned it off so that I don't get copyrights on videos or streams or anything. And I've never turned it back on again, so I hardly ever hear the radio. In fact, I almost never hear the radio. I've never actually heard the radio host's voice yet. A few times I've turned the Pip-Boy radio on since, like twice I think. Never heard a voice. But it will be a cool idea. Anchorage was covered in Fallout 3, so I can't really see them... Oh, in the DLC for Fallout 3. So I can't really see them going back there. But I doubt they'll cross over places I've already been. As I've said in the past, or Todd in particular has said in the past, that he doesn't really want to repeat things. It's also a long way from West Virginia, and how they're going to get you there and back for what is essentially a short quest, I don't know. I think places like Pittsburgh and other big spots around the Appalachia area, possibly by train or something like that, would make sense. Maybe on foot. They're not too far away. And if you try and play the old version of Cyberpunk now, Johnny hit Silverhand tells you to go back to sleep, Samurai. It's not December 10th yet. I've seen something about that on Twitter, but I didn't realise that's what it was. Little reference to the first time you actually see him in the game. If I understand correctly, he tells you to wake up, Samurai. We've got a city to burn. Looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. I know for a fact on Wednesday night I am not getting much sleep. I've got a video to make, and then after that I've got a whole load of B-roll to get. So that's 2 characters I've got to make in one night. Incidentally, I've decided I'm going to play Nomad as basically my me character and my B-roll getting character, and I'll do Corpo for the main playthrough, and then after that we might maybe do a Street Kid playthrough. Probably, maybe, we'll see. That's the general plan. And if and when we'll see what the future happens. May do a extra one and do the Nomad on stream, but I'll keep the Nomad for myself, I think. I'm kind of more interested in the Street Kid, actually, of those two. But I also think having the more interesting one on stream will probably be better. So, swings and roundabouts. Pretty sure it'll be cool either way. Brotherhood probably would be interested in Motherloader. I think they wrecked it though, didn't they? Motherloader got absolutely trashed when it broke into the vault. This area surrounded by small areas you could walk to and need help. It's possible. There'd have to be a reasonable distance out though, just to be free of the Scorched Plague. Which they would have to be to stick with the existing situation. People retreated from, particularly the Raiders, retreated from Appalachia to avoid the Scorched Plague. So. Yeah, there's ways of doing that. Certainly with instancing, things like that. So, be interesting to see what happens. Lock yourself out of involvement with characters that are either driven out or dead. At least on your particular save, maybe, Ash. Would be cool. Started doing a melee guy the day before. Well, in terms of tips, the easiest way to go is down the two-handed route. Anything else is a challenge. If you go really, really fast, you can get away with knives. It's probably the way I'll go. Punching weapons aren't bad, but they don't really have as many perks as you might do, so you really need to power them up on other aspects of your build. So. So figure out which way you want to go, because the only one that's really not that viable is one-handed melee weapons, and plasma cutter actually kind of fixes that to a degree. But beyond that, pick which one you want to go for, and then sort of research from there. Mid-to stream for Cyberpunk, Benjamin? No. No, I've got a video to make that night, and I need to get a load of footage and get other stuff done, so I will be up half the night playing Cyberpunk and filming Cyberpunk and doing stuff with it, but I'm not going to stream it on Wednesday night. No, I'll stream it Thursday night. Don't have streams on in the background rather than listening to the radio when you're playing Fallout, Steve. By the way, again, I very occasionally put Spotify on. I've got it set up now so that Spotify only works when I've got OBS open. But it means I can have it on, have it run through OBS, hear it at the same time as I'm gaming if I want to. But if I'm recording, it won't record the Spotify track, so I don't have the copyright issue. It's all carefully set up, but it does mean if I want to listen to it when I'm doing anything else, I still have to have OBS open. Or part around going into the depths of the computer's setup options and change it over again. Kind of a pain. Not worth the hassle anyway, it's easier just to open OBS. Interested to see how it works for Steel Dawn kicking in at 20. Yeah, I'm not sure. Still makes sense to do Wastelanders first, given that Steel Dawn questline is predicated on the presence of the raiders and the settlers being there first, and that it has options based on your having completed it. So, see. I hope you enjoy it, Benjamin. Looking forward to playing it myself. Think they'll be getting vertibirds up and running for expeditions. It's possible they might get one for that. They might be able to find one that's not too totally trashed and drag it back and fix it. That seems possible. Excellent reference, Gray. But yes, there are lots of options. There's an extremely vast, detailed, and inclusive character creator, which is really. But that's what I'm going to go through first on Thursday in the video. Go through the character creator, have a look at all the options. Then I'll probably stop recording, make my character, and then show you it at the end. It also gives me the opportunity to make sure I grab any cinematics or anything that I don't get the chance to repeat. So if I do miss them, I can at least have them recorded and play them back on stream so that you can all see them. It's an if, like, not all games have unrepeatable cinematics at the start, but Cyberpunk may well do, so we'll have to see. Streams on as well, okay. Not a bad approach. I think I'd struggle with the confusion. There's somebody shooting right next to me, like, what's going? Oh, confuse me all the time. Got turtle too loud when you're gaming. Enough. He's got plenty of company on that point, I'm sure. I think it paused itself when it realised GOG needed to update. Do that later. So I'll get it updating now and then it's not clogging up time when I can't really download it. I didn't want it downloading when I was gaming. I don't really want it downloading tomorrow when I've got a butt ton of work to get through. So, getting it done overnight or this evening before bed, if possible, would be ideal, I think. Down a few for parts, that makes sense, yeah. Vertibots are one thing, getting an actually pilotable vertibird and having control over where it goes, that might be a bit more difficult. One in the airport's not in too bad condition. There's a few around, at least, I think. A few options. 'Anyway, you could work through the Fallout 4 videos. Quite a lot of them to work through, so... Good what? 2.5 years worth of content, I think, there? Yeah, 2 and a bit, anyway. By the time 76 came out. Actually, thinking about it, it won't be very long. Probably... 76 came out in November, didn't it? Yeah, so by sort of middle of February, I'll have been playing 76 on this channel longer than I will have been playing Fallout 4. I'll have gone past it. Interesting to think about. Only took you 40 minutes to say to download Cyberpunk. Yeah, it'll speed up a bit once I stop streaming, I think. Not that I'm downloading anything with the stream, I'm uploading, but... It's currently sitting on 12% and doing it about 10 minutes. So once I stop asking the computer to do stuff, it'll suddenly pick the pace up a bit. Also, don't know if the missus is up and watching something. I guess she's probably gone to bed by now. Actually, I think I heard her moving that way earlier, but... And if there'll be anything with the Blue Ridge. That would be interesting, guy. Expeditions with the Blue Ridge. I'd like to see more content involving them, definitely. One little location, or two locations and one event between the two is... I mean, it's a cool thing. It's just... me more. I want more. I want to dive into this, you know, factions and interactions and explore the world and do stuff. Have story. Now, the Blue Ridge could fit into any number of stories as well in their own way, and certainly more events than just the one that's there, you know. So it'd be really cool. One in Bottega and one in the Cranberry Rock. Yeah, there's a couple in the forest as well. And one at the top of the Savage Divide that's not too badly wrecked. The hard thing will be whether or not you can find one that's actually got any functional landing gear on it. Either to replace damaged with, or that uses a main base for your vertibird. Few vertibots on the roofs of Bottega. I never really noticed that. So sufficiently high that you don't really see it very often. Yeah. Bottega could definitely do with being made a bit more interesting. As it is now, it's just kind of a noisy spot you have to visit once in a while. They're playing 4 because of a streamer in 76 too, at least. I was waiting for 4 for years before it came out. I started playing Fallout 3 first, and then played New Vegas, and still just like, give me 4 already. I started playing Fallout 3 because I'd seen my other half was at uni, or we were both at uni, and she lived in a house with a bunch of mates, and one of her mates had been playing it. And I went over to there one night. He was just got in the bath as I arrived. He said, play a bit of PlayStation. So I played some Fallout. And then I ended up basically sitting there from 8 in the evening rather, till about 5 in the morning, just playing Fallout the first time I picked it up. So I got hooked rather quickly. Night Potato. Cool. We're now long before Fallout 5, no? My bet is probably about 2027 at the soonest. As I don't expect Starfield will be out next year. It might be, but that's about as soon. Well, obviously it's as soon as it's going to be. It's nearly there now. But yeah, I think 2022 is more likely for Starfield than 21 at the moment, which means probably around about 24, 25 before Elder Scrolls comes out, which means at least 2027 before Fallout, based on the usual release cycle that Bethesda have. So we've got a long old wait. One of the reasons I don't think Fallout 76 is going to die anytime soon, at the very least, it won't die till Starfield comes out. Worst case scenario, they won't let that happen. More likely, they'll be keeping it going at the very least until Fallout 5 comes out, which is probably a good 7 years off. Need a team for each faction. That would be expensive. But I would like to see much bigger, cooler updates coming. More ESO styled, even if it did mean paying a bit for them, as long as they're worth paying for. Have computers in nursing home. I don't know what the Wi-Fi would be like, but sure it's a viable option. Assuming somebody in a nursing home is capable of doing something as complicated as playing games. But it depends on the individual, really, that, doesn't it? Make our Dodge started working on one, or you just mentioned them in general. Yeah, there's plenty of options for it, Kate. Not a bad option. They find one, drag it back and repair it. Scribe Valdez has already said she likes working on things like you see it in her entry in the scrolls of the Appalachian chapter, that she had particular interest and expertise in working on flying machines, so she'd be the perfect person to repair a vertebrate. Fish and dog food out of there, Steve. To be honest, it's a desperate move when I start playing eating dog food, and after that I just stop. I'm a computer in a nursing home, Melinda. Like it. My headphones just switched off, and I don't know, they didn't beep at me to tell me the battery was near. It's not nearly flat, it's 3/4 full. It just randomly switched off for some weird reason. Strange. And the Australian or streaming creation kit. Fair enough. Packing the latest consoles lure you in before locking the door and running away. My mother would clobber me if I said something like that to her. But she'd probably get in a car, come down here, and then literally drive down halfway down the length of the country to clobber me. It's possible. I think New Vegas 2 is more likely than a remaster, but it's possible. But Obsidian don't know anything about it. And I'm pretty sure Bethesda's opinion will carry some weight on it. But who knows? Might be some interesting stuff in the future. Personally, I'd rather see Obsidian keep their grubby mitts off Fallout. They kind of ruined it with this, but there we go. every one of their RPGs I can think of for the last 20 or so years has not been that great. On reflection. Updates out for console, was it, John? 15 gig? How am I doing? Curious. Badly. Claims it's downloading at a reasonable speed, but yeah, it's not increasing. The numbers aren't going up as fast as I would expect, which is weird. Better of a New Vegas remaster now. Yeah, I'd be surprised if it happens. Obsidian have got a lot lined up. Yeah, Obsidian have got quite a lot lined up over the next few years. And then by the time they're done with everything they currently have on their cards, it'll be sort of 2025 anyway. Or at least 2024. And then Bethesda will be starting on their next Fallout game. So that will be my guess of the way it will go. Based on the timing of it all. Oh, that's fingerprints. I put fingerprints on my glasses. Or how, but you're not fanning around it. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like my cup of tea either. Yeah, my general dislike of Obsidian games is not in keeping with most people's opinion. Well, as I said before, every time that they get their hands on a pre-existing franchise, their version is less good. And most of their original stuff recently, in the last few years, I haven't enjoyed. Well, I haven't played that much. No, that's not fair. It's not that I haven't enjoyed it. I've not been as impressed as I've been by other things. Look at Knights of the Old Republic 2. The internet holds the opinion that that's better than the first one. The internet is wrong. What else was there? I can't remember what they did after that. It was New Vegas, and they put their own stamp on it. It really had their feel and vibe about it, but I find their feel and vibe not particularly enjoyable. So there's that. Then there's Pillars of Eternity, which should have been very much my cup of tea, and I didn't really enjoy that either. That was just depressing and miserable and not particularly fun either. Then The Outer Worlds came along, and it's good, and I had a lot of fun with it, but it's still got that feeling like it would have been a better game if somebody other than Obsidian had made it, for me. So, I don't know. Just every time Obsidian do anything, I feel like somebody else could do it better. At least story-wise. I didn't say I didn't like New Vegas, to be fair, no. It's just the worst Fallout game. Well, the worst of the modern era. I can't speak to 1 and 2 yet because I've not managed to play those. You download the update now instead, Steve. The update shouldn't take terribly long to download, I think. 15 gig. 20 minutes. Yeah. Looks like I did enjoy The Outer Worlds. I just felt it would have been better if it was made by somebody else. There was a big bit in the middle that was very bland. The gunplay was samey to just about everything else. Didn't feel unique or interesting. I liked the art style. That was interesting. And Parvati was awesome. A few of the characters were good. But some of it, good chunk of it, in fact, was just a bit like they aimed for comedy, missed. They aimed for serious and political commentary, didn't quite pull that off either. Mostly, it just didn't quite work for me. Somebody else could have done it better. Yeah, I absolutely love the first Knights of the Old Republic as well. Now that I would like to see remastered. If only because it's got to the point now where it doesn't really run properly on modern computers, even when you mod the crap out. Just a nightmare with, you know, hardware changes and OS changes and stuff. Much like Fallout 3, to be fair. Yeah, it'd be nice to see if they're getting a bit more support from Microsoft and can pick things up. So I think a big investment in their team and being able to commit to producing more content, larger scale content, would be good. But the deal with Microsoft won't be finalised until probably at least Q3 next year. So this is not going to happen overnight. Nice try, Steve. There's download. That's not that bad. Plus, you're downloading a stream as well, so that's going to take up a chunk of your download. That was just Kaylee from Firefly. Except that we know Kaylee got found in some interestingly compromising positions, which would never happen to Parvati. But Kaylee was absolutely. But Jennifer Keller in Stargate Atlantis, Bill State also played, same actress. Also a really cool character, and I liked her a lot as well. Good actress. Relatively unknown to a lot of people, I get the impression. She's not exactly the biggest name, which is a pity because she's pretty solid. Yeah, good actress. I think she's. In fact, she's quite tiny, as I understand. You like Obsidian's dialogue? Yeah, I can get behind dialogue skill checks, definitely. Here, Gray. And yeah, some of it is really good. Some of it's just a bit dull, though. Just their style. Like I say, it's really weird because the lead quest and the lead story designer, I think it was, on Horizon Zero Dawn, left Obsidian after New Vegas, went to Guerrilla and worked on the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. So how he managed to go from the one to the other and not take the personality of Obsidian with him is interesting. Maybe that's why he left him, to get out from their way of doing things. But I found that an interesting thing because I really like the characters, the style, the story, the personality of Horizon Zero Dawn. But it's written by a guy from Obsidian, well, formerly from Obsidian. Interesting. Buffalo is a huge mistimed series. Not familiar with Castle, so I wouldn't know. Yeah. I wonder what would happen if they did manage to get that off the ground again. Mind you, they've done the movies now and it's not going to work, but yeah. It was a pity, that one. Took millions to get big names on mixing the drop platform. Yeah, because I had no idea what to do with it, basically, as far as I can tell. Take you 3 hours if you keep watching the stream. It will take you longer. How are you doing, French Camper? PC. This is the platform of choice over here. Mostly because it's way more practical for me. But partly because I'm a snob. Steam powered internet, no? Nice. Yeah, she was good in Atlantis. She had quite a hard position to be in a way, because the character she replaced was a fan favourite. Came in later on as a replacement for the Doctor. It is with Stargate and killing doctors, though. But yeah, so she came in to try and replace a very well-liked character on the series and pulled it off quite well, which is really cool. Not an easy thing to do, that. Wasn't a bad series, Atlantis. Never really wanted to push out and watch any of the others, but Atlantis had its moments. Had its iffy moments as well, but mostly it was quite good. Jason Momoa is in it, which is ridiculous. You had a few occasions when the dialogue matched exactly what you wanted to say. That's always good, Gray. So, I'm not trying to say other people shouldn't enjoy it. I just find style really not enjoyable, personally. Doesn't do it for me. Isle of Wight internet. Crikey. Yeah, I could imagine that you get the sticky end of the stick on things like that. Can't imagine the government when they expand the British infrastructure to make the Isle of Wight their biggest priority. Was the pity. Look how the Isle of Wight's been in the news today, I think it was. Shiny monolith appearing on a beach or something. That's also if you like American humour and cop shows. Kind of a coin flip on that one, I think, Steve. Sometimes I enjoy it and it absolutely nails it. Sometimes not. On both those points, American humour and cop shows. Kind of go either way like that. The equivalent of you actually getting to call someone a stupid git in the game dialogue. Yeah, there are times when I do wish I could say things like that, I have to admit. Without massive ramifications, you know. But there are sometimes when I could live with the ramifications as well. In the UK, Steve, you actually find it's probably not powered by coal-fired power stations. As since COVID, or during the initial lockdowns of COVID, there was a massive shift in the amount of power used in the country, so most of the electricity generated in the UK moved over to renewable. And ever since, the country went back briefly and had to fire up a few coal-fired power stations. For the most part, something like 50 to 60% of our electricity in the UK is now renewably generated. So my friend who works in the industry was telling me the other day. It was very interesting. Good sign for the future. Enjoyed the dialogue in Odyssey. Haven't played that one. It is good. Looks cool, but Egypt and Valhalla appealed to me rather more than ancient Greece does. But then Egypt ended up disappointing me anyway. Origins, interesting, had some fun concepts, but got very repetitive. But I do want to try Valhalla at some point. It goes on sale. 2 power's better than pedal power, definitely. PS4 on level 822. That's some good going. That's some dedication. Right, yeah, I've seen some crazy level characters, and it amazes me that people have that much time, even with lockdown. I suppose it's got something to do with a lot. But anyway. Crikey. Started using my lacquer in real life. Fair enough, great. I think if there's anything from a game that's actually made it into my real life speed. Nothing leaps to mind, but there probably is. Alright then, folks. It's about time for me to wind down, chill out for a little bit before I go to bed, and hopefully speed this download along a little bit. Also sneeze, apparently, because I think that's the thing that's going to occur in a minute. Swap the power station near for biofuel from coal, but then they ship it from America. Yeah, that sounds about right. The company I used to work for initially took all the cardboard boxes their deliveries arrived in and shipped them off to be recycled. Then worked out that it was actually costing, doing more harm to the environment for a lorry to drive from the recycling centre to pick up the cardboard and then drive back again than it would to just simply burn it. So they just got an incinerator instead. Actually ended up being the more environmentally friendly option. But yes, definitely time to wind down. Tomorrow, Horizon Zero Dawn, I think we'll probably finish it off. I will try and get on a little bit earlier. Doubtful it'll be vastly early, but keep an eye out. I'll try and make sure I'm here by 8 at the very latest, and we may run a little late if we need to, because I really do need to wrap that one up tomorrow. But yeah, very much looking forward to that. We'll finish off Frozen Wilds, head up to Thunder's Drum, that should be cool. And Wednesday night we'll do a little more Fallout, and I may or may not call that one a tiny bit early. We'll see. I'm in for a long night on Wednesday night, so and long days the rest of the time, so it'll be a fairly busy week. I'm hoping to have a video tomorrow. Depends on whether or not I can get it done and dusted all in the time available. I've got a lot to get through, so cross your fingers, keep your eyes open, notification bell, all that good stuff. Hopefully I'll have that up tomorrow. I've got some speculation to do, which should be fun. I'll try and keep it reasonably short as well. So that's tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday, obviously, will be Cyberpunk character creation and beginning overview, and mostly character creation. Then Fallout news in the evening and Cyberpunk stream in the evening as well. So very much looking forward to that. And then Friday will be Cyberpunk stream, and somewhere over the weekend, hopefully, we'll have a build as well. I've got an idea for that one. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge to fit everything in I've got to do. There's a whole load of stuff I haven't included in that list that I've got to do this week as well. So it's going to be a fun one. But thank you all for hanging out tonight. Hope you've enjoyed. Sorry about the late start again. Running a bit late anyway, and then YouTube decided to throw a wobbler. What can we do? So, as usual, social media down below if you want to catch me over there. Send me any pictures on Twitter or see what I'm doing and what weirdness I'm coming out with. I often share like updates related to games as well, so keep up with news and stuff. That's a good way of doing it. Merch store down there as well if you want to check out t-shirts, hoodies, phone cases, mouse mats, that sort of thing. Still waiting to hear on mine. I must check my email about that actually. There's all that good stuff down there, so if you're interested in that sort of stuff, that would be hugely appreciated. And channel memberships on that blue button underneath the stream as well if you want to support the channel that way. It is massively helpful. Massive thanks to you guys who've done that already. So, on that joyous note, I will wish you all a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a good day if you're just getting up. And we'll do this all again tomorrow night with a little Horizon Zero Dawn. Smash the like button, Ash. Do appreciate it. So, have a good night, folks. And I'll see you soon. See you then.